Good morning, everyone. We are the last reporter, the Group 5. And by the way, I am Linjin May B. Aguilar, and together with my group mates, we will going to discuss or share to you the economic planning in the Philippines. We have here our table of content. First is the introduction, the importance of economic planning, National Economic and Development Authority or the NEDA, the Philippine Development Plan of 2023 to 2028, key goals and strategies of the Philippine Development Plan, the economic growth and recovery, the power of domestic demand and public investment, and a glimpse into the future. Sectors that contributed to this growth, we have the financial and insurance activities. This sector contributed 8.9% to the annual growth of the country. We have the wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles. These sectors also contributed 5.5% to the annual growth. And last is the construction. This sector contributed 8.8% to the annual growth. This economic rebound is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the Philippine economy in the face of global challenges. It is also underscored the potential of strategic government spending and digital innovation in driving economic recovery and growth. So here are the key factors affecting growth. We have here the resumptions of business activities. The full reopening of the Philippine economy lifted investors' confidence. The digital banking sectors experienced a 27% growth in their deposit doors base from September to December the past year 2023, outperforming the overall banking system, a growth of 4%. We have increased government spending on infrastructure. The government increased its infrastructure spending in 2023, hitting 1.2 trillion pesos. This surpassed its program allocation due to faster disbursement for major transport and road projects. We also have growth in digital financial services. The fintech sector in the Philippines expanded at an unparalleled rate, transforming how individuals and companies handle their financial dealings. When we say economic planning, it refers to the process by which a government or a central authority set their goals, their objectives, and policies to guide the allocations of resources, production, distributions, and consumptions of goods and services within an economy. The COVID-19 pandemic had far-reaching economic consequences globally, including the COVID-19 recession, which was the second largest global recession in the recent history. It leads to decreased business in the service sectors during the COVID-19 lockdowns and a significant increase in the unemployment rates across the major economies. However, the Philippines demonstrated an impressive economic rebound in the past year 2023. The country's gross domestic product or the GDP posted an annual growth of 5.6% that was driven by several key factors.
Good day everyone, I'm Mylene Bahian and I'm the next reporter. My topic is all about the importance of economic planning. Economic planning is a systematic process used to compare and evaluate an organization's performance against industry standard or best practices. It involves identifying areas for improvement, selecting benchmarking partners, collecting and analyzing relevant data, and implementing improvements based on the findings. Economic planning and achieving sustainable development goals or SDGs can go hand in hand. Here are some examples. Goal: improve access to clean water. Economic plan: a local government allocates budget to upgrade water treatment facilities and expand pipelines to underserved areas. This creates jobs in construction and maintain while achieving clean water access for all. The importance of economic planning. First, setting clear goals and objectives for economic development. Economic planning provides a comprehensive overview of the economy, sets policy direction for the economic growth, and identifies strategies, programs, and projects to improve the economy. It clarifies how a community defines success and when it has been achieved, and promotes collaboration and increases buy-in from diverse stakeholders. Second one, prioritizing resources allocation for maximum efficiency. Resources allocation is the process of identifying all available resources, whether it's labor or monetary, for a project, and then strategically assigning them to tasks that enable them to do their best work. Efficient use of resources is crucial to meet priorities. Third one, establishing performance benchmarks for tracking progress. Benchmarking analysis is a powerful tool used by businesses to gain a competitive edge by comparing performance against industry's leaders. Organizations can identify best practices and strategies to enhance their own operations. And last one, identifying and adapting to economic shocks and uncertainties. Economic planning plays a crucial role in managing the various and roll out of the vaccination program. It also helps in delivering social protection programs which reduce the extent to which the crisis adversely affects long-term human capital accumulation. This example shows how economic planning can be used to achieve specific SDGs by focusing on long-term goals and creating economic opportunities that benefit both people and the planet. We can build a more sustainable future. That's all, and
Good day, everyone. My name is Micah B. Disharto. I am the next reporter. So we will be discuss the National Economic and Development Authority. So the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, was established in 1973 as the central planning body of the Philippines through Presidential Decree 107. It integrates the function of various social economic bodies created by past administration under one government agency. So the next slide will be NEDA's mandate. So first, formulate comprehensive socio-economic development plans. NEDA is responsible for formulating continuing, coordinated, and full integrated socioeconomic policy, plans, and programs. It provides high-level advice to policymakers in Congress and the executive branch. Comprehensive socioeconomic development plans involve creating strategies to improve the overall well-being and prosperity of a community or country. This includes addressing various aspects like education, healthcare, infrastructure, employment, and income distribution. The specific example could be a plan to enhance education by building more schools, hire qualified teachers, providing scholarships for students from low-income families, and implementing programs to improve literacy rates. This could contribute to the long-term socio-economic development by occupying people with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in the workforce and contribute to the economy. So next is coordinate and monitor development programs across various government agencies. As the country's premier socio-economic development planning and policy coordinating body, NEDA ensures that the plans and programs different government agencies align with the country's
overall development goals. One example of coordinating and monitoring development programs across various government agencies is overseeing a project to improve access to clean water in rural area. This could involve coordinating efforts between the Department of Agriculture for funding and land access, the Environmental Protection Agency for water quality standards, and the Department of Health for public health assessment. The last one is conduct policy research and analysis to inform economic decision making. NEDA conduct research and analysis to provide evidence-based inputs for policy formulation. It is highly regarded as the authority in microeconomic forecasting and policy analysis and research. One example of conducting policy research and analysis to inform economic decision-making is study the impact of minimum wage increase on small businesses and employment rate. This analysis could involve gathering data on past minimum wage change, examining how they affected businesses' ability to hire and retain employments, and providing recommendation to policymakers based on the findings. So the next slide will be key factors affecting growth. So we are going to discuss the key achievement of NEDA. NEDA has played a crucial role in promoting economic growth and reducing poverty in the Philippines. One of these key achievements is the formulation of Philippines Development Plan, PDP, 2023 to 2028. The PDP is a plan for deep economic and social transformation to reinvigorate job creation and accelerate poverty reduction by steering the economy back on a high growth path. This growth must be inclusive, building an environment that provides equal opportunities to all Filipinos, and equipping them with skills to participate fully in an innovative and globally competitive economy.
Good day everyone, I'm Fernan G. Slaga, the next reporter discussing about the Philippine Development Plan PDP 2023-2028. The Philippine Development Plan or PDP is a comprehensive roadmap that guides the country's economic and social transformation over a 6-year period. It is the second medium-term plan to be anchored in the 8-point socio-economic agenda and is geared towards economic and social transformation to reinvigorate job creation and accelerate poverty reduction through inclusive economic growth. The process of formulating the PDP is inclusive and participatory. It adopts a whole of government and whole of society approach. The National Economic and Development Authority or the NEDA steers and coordinates the consultative process and preparation of the PDP. This plan is formulated in collaboration with appropriate government agencies, the private sector, and the local government units. This process ensures that government resources and investments are channeled to programs, projects, and activities that best achieve the country's goals and objectives. Knowing that the Philippine Development Plan or PDP 2023-2028 is a strategic plan that aims to guide the Philippines towards a more inclusive and prosperous future, the PDP 2023-2028 focuses on several key themes. First, reinventing job creation for a more inclusive economy. The plan calls for deep and fundamental transformations in all sectors. To reinvigorate job creation, it emphasizes an importance of digitalization, connectivity, and leveraging the role of private sector through public and private partnerships. The PDP aims to transform the job market by leveraging digitalization and connectivity. For instance, the government might launch initiatives to improve digital literacy, thereby preparing the workforce for the digital economy. Public and private partnerships could be fostered to drive job creation. For example, the government could collaborate with tech companies to establish innovation and hubs which could provide employment opportunities. Secondly, accelerating poverty reduction and uplifting marginalized communities. The PDP aims to accelerate poverty reduction by steering the economy back on high growth path. It focuses on building an environment that provides equal opportunities, to all Filipinos and equipping them with skills to participate fully in innovative and globally competitive economy. The PDP seeks to reduce poverty by fostering economic growth and ensuring equal opportunities. For instance, the government might implement social protection programs and support the most vulnerable. Additionally, skills development programs could be launched to equip Filipinos with the necessary skills to thrive in a competitive economy. For example, vocational training programs in sectors like manufacturing, agriculture, and services could be introduced or expanded. So, third one, fostering innovation and technological advancement. The plan underscores the importance of technology and innovation in driving economic growth. So the PDP emphasizes the role of technology and innovation in economic growth. This could involve establishing policies that encourage research and development. For instance, the government could provide tax incentives for companies that invest in research and development or R&D. Additionally, the government could support the creation of innovation ecosystems such as tech parks or innovation districts where startups, universities, and research institutions collaborate to drive innovation. The fourth and the last one is the building resilience towards climate change and natural disasters. The PDP recognizes the need to build resilience towards climate change and natural disasters. It aims to ensure a prosperous, inclusive, and resilient society. The PDP aims to build a resilient society that can withstand climate change and natural disasters. This could involve implementing policies that promote sustainable practices. For example, the government could encourage the use of renewable energy sources or implement stricter building codes to ensure structures can withstand natural disasters. Additionally, the government could invest in early warning systems and disaster risk reduction measures to minimize the impact of natural disasters. So in conclusion, the PDP 2028 is a comprehensive plan that seeks to address various aspects of development with ultimate goal of creating more inclusive, prosperous, and resilient Philippines. It represents a strategic roadmap for the country's future, outlining the steps needed to achieve these goals.
So good day everyone, I am Ivan Deep Kusinti. I'm the next supporter. So my topic is the key goals and strategies of the PDP and the importance of economic planning. The Philippines Development Plan or PDP 2023 to 2028 is a comprehensive roadmap for the country's economic and social transformation. It sets out key goals and strategies to steer the economy back on high growth path. So the key goals of the PDP first is the good governance. The PDP aims to promote good governance characterized by transparency, accountability, and responsiveness to the needs of the people. Second is the economic development. The party is committed to fostering sustainable economic development through policies that stimulate growth, create jobs, and reduce poverty, social inclusion, and welfare. The PDP prioritizes social inclusion by advocating for policies that promote equality and ensure access equality education, healthcare, and social services for all citizens. Peace and security ensuring. National unity, peace, and security is a fundamental goal of the PDP. Political stability and democratic values. The PDP is committed to upholding democratic values and institutions. And the key strategies of the PDP first is policy formulation. The PDP develops comprehensive policy frameworks and strategies to address key development challenges, including job creation and poverty reduction. Second is engagement and consultation. The party engages with stakeholders, including civil society, organizations, business leaders, and communities. Capacity building. The PDP invests the capacity building for its members and elected officials to enhance governance skills, partnership, and collaboration. The party collaborates with international organizations, development partners, and other political parties. Youth and Women Empowerment. The PDP prioritizes the empowerment of youth and women through targeted programs and policies. Ethnic and regional balance. The PDP emphasizes inclusivity and seeks to promote ethnic and regional balance in governance and public appointments to foster national unity and cohesion. The last key strategies of the PDP: advocacy and mobilization. The party conducts advocacy campaigns and mobilization efforts to raise awareness about its policies and engage citizens in the democratic process. The PDP's goals and strategies are geared towards promoting inclusive development, fostering social cohesion, and advancing democratic governance in Nigeria. These efforts are aimed to improving the quality of life of all Nigerians and positioning the country for sustained progress and prosperity. The importance of economic planning. First is creating more high-quality jobs. The PDP aims to reinvigorate job creation by steering the economy back to its high-growth path. The strategies include accelerating digital transformation, improving connectivity between the agricultural and industrial sectors with the services sector, reduction poverty incidence. The PDP seeks to accelerate poverty reduction by ensuring that there is enough supply of basic goods and services that is affordable and accessible to all. Promoting regional development. The PDP emphasizes the importance of promoting regional development. The strategies include digitalization, connectivity, leveraging the role of the private sector through public to private partnership. Investing in human capital development. The PDP underscores the importance of investing in human capital development. The strategies include boosting health and nutrition, improving education and lifelong learning, ensuring environmental sustainability. The PDP recognizes the need to ensure environmental sustainability. The strategies include increasing climate and disaster resilience of communities and institutions. The expected outcomes of implementing these strategies include a more inclusive and prosperous society, a more robust and resilient Philippine economy, and a more competitive and innovative business environment.
Good morning everyone, my name is Chikani Gawahan. My assigned topic is all about economic growth and recovery. So the COVID-19 pandemic brought about significant economic challenges globally. Businesses across various sectors had to close or limit their operations due to lockdowns and social distancing measures. So we all know that COVID-19 pandemic dealt with a heavy blow to economies worldwide. So let's have a better understanding on economic growth and recovery process in the face of these challenges. So during the pandemic, lockdowns and restrictions forced many businesses to shut down entirely or operate at a fraction of their capacity. This resulted in a significant decline in revenue and profits. Supply chains were disrupted, leading to a decline in manufacturing and a parallel decrease in demand in sectors like travel and entertainment. Unemployment rates scaled as companies laid off employees or reduced their working hours. For the supply chain disruption, so the pandemic highlight the interconnectedness of global supply chains when factory borders closed, the flow of goods came to a standstill. So this impact manufacturing, transportation, and ultimately consumer access to goods. Travel and restrictions, social distancing, and fear of the virus services like travel, hospitality, and entertainment. This further weakened already struggling businesses. There is also a job losses, increased unemployment. As businesses struggled, many were forced to lay off employees or reduce working hours. This led to a rise of unemployment and impacting household income and consumption. So, the path to recovery. Many government implemented stimulus packages to help prop up businesses and individuals. This included financial aid and tax breaks and loan programs. So, and also the monetary policy adjustment, which is the central banks lowered interest rate to encourage borrowing and investment with the aim of boosting economic activity. Businesses also re-evaluating their supply chains to make them more resilient to the future disruption. So this may involve diversification of suppliers and increased focus on domestic production. The post-pandemic recovery has been accompanied by rising inflation, so this can lead to higher prices for consumers and erode purchasing power. The central banks are now grappling with how to manage inflation without derailing the recovery. The heavy use of government stimulus has increased national debts levels in many countries. This could limit future government spending and lead to higher taxes. Looking forward, the global economic recovery is still underway, and its pace and success will vary from country to country. Building a sustainable and inclusive recovery requires continued efforts from governments, businesses, and individuals. So there are factors contributing to the economic recovery, which is the effective government policy. So effective government policies is the government implemented measures to reopen the economy, lift mobility restrictions, expand COVID-19 vaccination, and relax international travel restriction. These policies boosted the sector and restored investor confidence. The government reopening the economy, which is lifting restrictions and lockdowns, allowed businesses to resume operation and people return to work. So this is directly stimulated economic activity in many sectors. Then, the vaccination and travel relaxation, which is expanding COVID-19 vaccination programs, increase public confidence and safety, paving the way for international travel to resume. This benefit the travel, tourism, and hospitality industries. We have also investor confidence, which is implementing these measures, government signal control over the pandemic, and created a more predictable environment for businesses. This boosted investors' confidence and encouraged investment, which is crucial for economic growth. We have increased domestic demand, which is the easing of pandemic restrictions led to a resurgence in domestic demand. Household consumption increased and government spending on infrastructure hit a record high. This rise in domestic demand fueled growth in the first quarter of 2023. As the restriction eased, people start spending more. Pent-up demand from the pandemic combined with potentially accumulated savings led to a rise household consumption. This fueled growth across various sectors that catered to consumers' needs. So there is an increase of government spending on infrastructures project injected money into the economy. This created jobs in construction and related industries, further stimulating economic activity. And the last is the growth in key sectors, which is the manufacturing sectors, which was often disrupted by supply chain issues during the pandemic, showed sign of explanation. This indicates the normality in production and trade. It has an increased public spending on infrastructure projects like roads, bridges, not only create job but also improves the overall business environment by facilitating the movement of goods and people. Recovery is the real estate sector suggests renewed investors' interest in the property. This can be driven factors like low interest rates and growing demand for housing. In the essence, these factors combine to create a positive feedback as government policy enable businesses to reopen economic activity increase. This in turn boosted investor confidence, leading to further growth in key sectors. The challenge now is to sustain this recovery while addressing issues like inflation and geopolitical tension.
Good day everyone, my name is Janessa Badilla. My assigned topic is the power of domestic demand and public investment. The power of domestic demand and public investment, domestic demand which includes consumption by households and business play a crucial role in driving economic growth. It is the total amount of demand for all finished goods and services produced in an economy. Strong domestic demand can fuel economic growth by increasing production which in turn to leads more jobs and higher income. Next, there are three components of domestic demand. First is household consumption, second is government spending, third is business investment. So first, what is the household consumption? Household consumption refers to the total amount of goods and services that individuals and families consume. Ang example aning household consumptions, it includes essential like food, housing, transportation, healthcare, education, clothing, and personal care. Mauna siya ang example sa household consumptions. Second is the government spending. Government spending refers to the allocation of public funds by the government for various purposes. Example includes investment in education, healthcare, infrastructure, defense and social welfare, law enforcement, environmental protection, research and development, foreign aid, and administrations. The third is business investment. Business investment refers to the spending made by business to acquire or improve physical assets, develop new products or technologies, expand operations, enhance efficiency, and support growth. Example includes capital expenditure, research and development, information, technology, system, intellectual property, expansion, and acquisitions. Training and development, marketing and advertising, environmental sustainability initiatives, infrastructure and facilities, and inventory and stock. Business investment play a crucial role in driving economic growth, frustrating innovations, and creating jobs. Next is the role of public investment in economic growth. Public investment play a significant role in promoting economic growth and develop. It refers to the expenditure made by the government on infrastructure, public services, and other productive assets. Here are some key rules of public investment in economic growth. First is infrastructure development. Second is human capital. Third is research and development. Fourth is entrepreneurship and small business support. Fifth is regional development. Sixth is public-private partnerships. Last is stability and confidence. It's important for public investment to be well planned, efficiently executed, and aligned with the needs of the economy. Effective public investment, management, transparency, and accountability are crucial to ensure that resources are allocated optimally and deliver the desired economic outcomes. Next is the key investment projects and PDP. Under the Philippine Development Plan, key public investment projects in recent years have focused on infrastructure development, energy infrastructure, water resource management, education and skills development, health infrastructures, tourism development, and disaster resilience, and climate change adaptations. So the example of the PDP is the Build program has been flagship initiative aiming to accelerate infrastructure development in the country. These investments seek to improve connectivity, enhance public services, stimulate economic growth, and address key development challenges in the Philippines.
Good day everyone, my name is Jerwin Labnow, and for the continuation of this report is I'm going to explain the 7 challenges of economic growth in the Philippines. So they have 7 challenges. First is the global economic uncertainties. The global economy is subject to various uncertainties such as geopolitical tensions and the trade disputes and the fluctuation in commodity prices. These factors can impact the Philippines' trade balance and overall economic performance. So they have big impact in the Philippines, which second is high employment rates. Despite the economic recovery, the Philippines still faces high employment rates, creating more high-quality jobs remains a significant challenge. And the third is the inflation. Inflation is forecasted to rise due to increasing global commodity prices and other supply-side factors. High inflation can also dampen consumer spending, which could slow down economic growth. And the fourth is the infrastructure deficiency. While government has a ramp up infrastructure spending, there are still gaps that need to be addressed. Infrastructure deficiency can hinder business operation and deter investment. And the next is the agricultural vulnerabilities. The agricultural sector, which employs a significant portion of the population, is vulnerable to climate change and natural disaster. This can impact food security and rural income. So the priorities of the government is the agricultural sector. And the next is the remittance deficiency. The Philippines economy is heavily dependent on remittance from overseas Filipino workers. Any disruption in the flow of remittance can have a significant impact on consumption and overall economic activity. And the last is the environment sustainability. Balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability is another challenge. The country needs to ensure that its growth strategy are environmentally friendly and contribute the global fight against the climate change. So by addressing these challenges requires effective policies and strategies. Despite this hardness, the Philippines has shown resilience and adapting and the right policies and the reforms, it can continue on its path of robust economic growth.